What's up, guys? We're back at it again. We're doing a tour today on Port Lucie, Florida. We're super excited. We're hanging out with our friend Chris Portal from the fish store. Those of you guys that know him, it's a cool little fish store. It's here in Port Lucie. He's been doing this for a long time. He's got tons of experience. He's done some really cool setups. He's really good at installation and maintenance. If you're ever in the area, hit him up. We're gonna be hanging out with him today. He's gonna be showing us a few tanks. The one that we're gonna be seeing next is a 500-gallon tank. His name is Greg. I met him on the phone a few weeks ago. He came to check out the store. But today we're gonna go into his house and we're gonna show us all the details, all the goodies about his tank. So let's do this. I'm so pumped. Come on, let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome to our channel. We're in a tour today in Port Lucie and we're going to see multiple tanks. We have 4 tanks scheduled today. It hasn't been easy, but we're gonna do it for you guys to bring you more content. First tank that we're going to see is Greg's tank. It's a 500-gallon tank. I heard it's beautiful. I heard he's big time into SPS corals. Every time I get to see a new tank, there's always that excitement of, hey, what can I learn from it? What can I see? What will I be excited about? It's always a good excitement to see a new tank, and you don't see a 500-gallon tank on people's homes every single day, so this is a nice opportunity, so I'm very excited. Now let's go check it out. This is not easy. I know you guys think it's like, oh yeah, 10 minutes, everything's done. Not quite like. A lot of traveling, a lot of editing, a lot of work. The problem is we're ready for a nap, and we got to do 4 tanks today. 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. You guys know how much work that is. It's gonna be a long day, and we decide to eat chocolate for lunch before we even go into video number 1. All right, guys, we just made it here to Greg's house. How are you, Greg?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, buddy. So I met Greg a week ago at my store. I spoke to him a few weeks ago. Our friend Chris Portal from the fish store, he recommended us to come see his tank. And I walked in 5 minutes ago, and I can tell you the tank looks fantastic. I got a bunch of questions for him, so let's go ahead. The flow seems to be perfect. I'm looking at the torches that you fill it on the bottom. How many gallons does wave power heads move for you?
I think the waves do what, 2,500 gallons, I think, an hour. I have the gyres on like more of a pulse instead of just a direct blast, and everything else is kind of like on a wave instead of just a constant. They're all on different like Malibu settings.
And what do you use for a return pump?
They're all Neptune, the cores. So
and how many do you have? 1 for each sea swirl?
Yeah, I have 2 return cores going for the main tank and 1 core that runs the frag tank. Originally had the Orphix, and then the Skies came out, and I like the kind of like the non-shimmering, and they actually cover a better depth and umbrella effect.
And I think you wanted everything to match too.
Yep.
A little OCD right there.
It talks, it links to itself, it's all through the app, so works great.
And how long you been running the lights?
6 months now.
6
I
months?
ripped the whole system down and put them all back together and rewire everything.
Are you happy with them?
Yeah, so far. I love them.
And what are you running for accent on the side?
Those are the Orphic, the OR bars. That's the blue and UV. 7 in the morning it starts, and it ends at 10 at night. So it's
7, 10 at night. So that's a pretty long day. So 15 hours a day cycle.
Yep. But it's basically, I don't run them at full power. And
I
they go through. I mean, I think the max they get to is coral growth, and that's around 60% of the coral growth is 100% power of everything, but I run it around 60. So.
Okay.
But it kind of mimics the sun. It just peaks, runs for the sun for 2 hours on coral growth, and then comes down.
What made you go bare bottom versus adding sand to the tank or adding crushed coral?
More probably of the nitrates, the cleaning it, and having to vacuum it. I like the bare bottom look of, you know, plus with the current, I don't have all the sand blasting moving around to one side and worried about it showing.
But is this your first one that you done bare bottom?
Yep. Yeah, I had a 55 and a 125, and I did the Fiji pink on them. The only thing I do kind of miss about it, but I guess you can get them, is I like wrasses. So I can't do like the chorus wrasse or, you know, fairy.
You know what?
Wrasse,
You can hide a bucket of sand in the bag with a little, cut a little hole in the top, and they'll find it eventually.
Yeah. I was going to do like right over here, was going to do like a little beach thing. and do for them, but then the mushrooms took over. So yeah, I was going to go all SPS, and then it kind of got boring on the bottom. So I kind of figured I'd fill it in with little small things that I like. Certain things are overgrowing areas that need to be ripped out. I'm just too kind of lazy, I guess, to pull him out and rip him apart.
So what are some of the major challenges that you have encountered in the past 2.5 years since you started the tank?
Probably the nitrates going to zero and dealing with the diatoms and all that. I had to get the UV to kind of keep them in bay. And,
it was just too clean, huh?
Yeah, I kept zeroing it out. I would test zero, and I'd actually buy phosphate and nitrate, and I was putting 50 mils in every day, trying to increase it. And so now I just came to the conclusion I'm not going to do water changes. So,
are you planning on adding any more corals to the tank?
I got my frag tank, so once everything kind of grows in there and I get a branch, I'll probably break it and try to start filling in this piece. It's 3 by 3 by 12, and same lighting, same everything, just kind of all the frags I buy or whatever I kind of put in here to grow out first. I do bulk resupply.
Okay.
So I do calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, and basically the dose from the Neptune talks to the Trident, and they kind of keep it in balance. I have the Trident set to what parameters I want and how much to dose per day, and then it kind of monitors it and ups and downs it based on how much I allow it to. So, and I put 50 mils of iodine, potassium, iron, and the trace elements.
Gotcha.
All kind of get thrown in with when it does the auto top off.
And the sump is huge. It looks to be what, 100-gallon sump is in water in there?
That's I think 2.5 by 4 by 2. I think it's.
Oh, it looks pretty big, guys. Is it big enough for the tank?
It's like 200 something gallons, right?
Yeah. So it's a Refocta Regal 250. I love them. I've been using those protein skimmers since 2009, 2010, I want to say, and they've been fantastic. We've always been delivering a good product with them.
Yep.
Great price.
Every tank I had, I always had those in. Never had a problem with the Refoctas.
And how often you doing water changes?
Not really. I was doing them once a week, and then I zeroed out my tank, and then I went to once a month, and I haven't done a water change probably now in 3 months. I mean, I don't have too much tritus, build up to worry about. If I do anything, I'll vacuum it into a filter sock back into the tank and just get that out just to do cleaning. But
gotcha.
To replace the water, I haven't really.
Less work, less money, You get to enjoy the tank more versus constantly keeping your hands in there. All right, well, Greg, thanks for your time. We appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. Yep.
We enjoyed this 500-gallon tank. It's beautiful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below. Give us a like. We'll see you guys soon.